Yo, what's going on, man? Today is March the 7th, 2023. It's your boy Chris, and this is the ChrisBeCappinn NBA show. I'm live on Twitter. I'm also live on YouTube as well. We got a lot to talk about, a lot of games to get into. As you guys enter, I just ask that everyone, if you can, hit the like button for me. Subscribe to the channel on YouTube as well if you guys haven't already. Doing 2 shows a day. This is just the evening version. Cashed It with Chris is every Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. Eastern time, and recorded on all podcast streaming platforms as well. So check me out over there. And if you've been cashing, leave me a 5-star review as well. And let's jump into it for today. So real quick as I always do. Yesterday we had a 2-1 day overall. I didn't have a lot of plays early. I talked about that as well. Just not having a lot of plays early. Did not a lot of things that I liked early, but once we got the injury report, once we got some numbers late, I did jump on Brogdon to go over his 15.5 points. That cashed relatively easy. And then the Indiana Pacers, when Halliburton got ruled in, I hopped on them +7. That cashed. In Denver, first quarter, they came out a little sluggish. They lost the first quarter. So 2-1 day yesterday. And another profitable day. Saturday was terrible, but other than Saturday, been killing the NBA, man. If I'm honest, let's talk about what we have in store for today. So there's a lot of things to like on the card. I'm gonna make my analysis short, just because I'm pretty sure a lot of people want to contribute and get their insight, and I'm here for it. So I won't go through all the games, but I'll give you guys what I'm looking at, especially the best bets that I have. I did add one thing from earlier this morning. Added a play that wasn't mentioned earlier this morning. Smaller play, but I added it. Really like the number that I got. So I'm going to jump into that in a second. So Milwaukee, Orlando, I didn't play anything in that game. Giannis and Drew are both ruled out. Spread opened at 7. It's all the way down to 2.5 in some books. Some threes out there as well. Not a game I'm really interested in at all. Orlando still can shoot the ball, and that's typically – Milwaukee still can shoot the ball. That's typically how you beat them. Dame did it last game, so I don't know. For me, it just kind of feels like Milwaukee probably just kind of tossing this game. So I didn't play anything. Don't even want to jump too much into that game. Next game, Washington, Detroit. I do like this game though. I just feel like and I don't know if everybody agree with me or not. Honestly, everybody got their own mindset and way that they want to distribute their units, but I feel like we have to, in my estimation, I have to. Everybody else can do what they want to do. I feel like I have to attack these teams that are tanking. These teams that's not trying to score 100 points, putting these lineups out there, with these YMCA lineups, I feel like I got to attack them. And I'm not sure if everybody saw the starting lineup for the Detroit Pistons. Not even the starting lineup, but more so just the injury report for the Detroit Pistons. This team is decimated with injuries. I mean, when I say decimated, I mean like it's really, really bad, this Detroit Pistons team. The Wizards should win this game by 20. Problem is their offense is trash. So total going down. Honestly, I think it goes below the 212, the 222 that it's at right now. I talked about this on the morning show when we first got the line that opened up at 229. The only reason I didn't jump on it then because I didn't know if Bogdanovich was going to be in or not. But let's see. I saw a tweet earlier. I just want to read this to you guys. If you're not somebody who follow the NBA every single day, you probably won't even know who these guys are. But the Pistons have these are their active players. They have Jaden Ivey, Roddy McGruder, Isaiah Livers, Marvin Bagley, James Wiseman, R.J. Hampton, Corey Joseph, Jared Roden. I'm not sure who that is. Eugene, I'm not sure who that is either. And then Buddy, but it's not Hill. So I don't know who these last 3 guys are, but I know that the Wizards should outscore them by 20, at least 10 to 15 points in the first quarter. And it might sound like I'm being funny, but I played the Wizards first quarter, -3.5. I also played them first half -5.5. I think Kuzma. I'm not sure if Kuzma's in or not. I think he was listed. Let me see. I know he was listed as questionable this morning when I did the morning show. Kuzma's a game time decision as of 47 seconds ago. Okay, perfect timing, underdog. So Kuzma play, Kuzma don't play. If Kuzma don't play, I like the under even more. But if Kuzma play, this should be, a pretty easy bet. I didn't go, crazy on it. It's not like a 5-unit play or anything, but I did put half unit on the first quarter in the first half for the Washington Wizards. And the analysis of, I really feel like I don't need a lot of analysis, but I'll give you guys that as well. Detroit, second leg of a back-to-back. Of course, they lost last night to the Pistons. Washington has the 20th rated offense post All-Star break, the 29th in pace as well. Detroit is 5th defensively, but they are 30th offensively post All-Star break. And today they have no Hamidou Diallo off the bench. They have no Alex Burks off the bench. They have no Bogdanovich. And one thing I looked at, I don't know if I talked about this yesterday or not, and it may be just this simple. The Pistons, 0-6 straight up and against the spread this year with games without Bogdanovich in. They haven't won a game. They haven't covered the spread, including last night. Now they're on the second leg of a back-to-back, and they get the 9th rated offense in the NBA post All-Star break, that being the Washington Wizards. Somebody said they couldn't hear me. Everybody else can hear me. Can you guys hear me? If you can hear me in the YouTube, if you can hear me on Twitter, give me a thumbs up or send me an emoji or something. Let's see. Let me check my settings real quick. Audio, AirPods, test, speaker, mic, speaker, AirPods. Yo. I think y'all should be able to hear me. Can y'all hear me now? Can't hear you on Twitter at all. Dang, it's always something, man. Always something. Let's see. Yo, can you hear me now? Spaces ain't working, but YouTube working fine. I don't think it's me. I think it might be Spaces. My internet connection is good. All good over here. Twitter is not working. I'm not 100% sure why. Nobody can hear me on Twitter still? Good here on YouTube. I appreciate y'all for letting me know on YouTube. I'm not sure why Twitter not working. I'm gonna close the space out and open a new one. Y'all just jump back in. Let's see. All right, let's try this again. Couldn't hear you on Twitter. I'm not sure why you guys couldn't hear me on Twitter. Should have been working. Let's see. If you can hit me on Twitter, give me a thumbs up emoji. Send me an emoji if you can hear me on Twitter now. Can anybody hear me? Can you guys hear me on Twitter? Okay. Pro Professor. I appreciate y'all. Okay. All right. Cool. Appreciate y'all for DMing me and letting me know as well. Glad I'm just now getting started because I don't want to repeat all this over again. All right, so let's jump right back into it. As people join in, I know it's only 60 people. It's probably, people going to continue to join. I'll give it a minute. It's 5:40. It's 5:45. I'll wait until 5:47. 5:47. I'll jump back into it. Appreciate y'all on Twitter. I appreciate y'all on YouTube for letting me know because I actually was checking my DM. I was about to jump. When I jump in my analysis, man, I typically don't stop. I typically don't stop. I like powering through. All right, so 5:47. We'll jump back in. We'll jump back in at 5:47. Real quick, let's see what injury news we have. What other injury news we have today? We got while we waiting. Kuzma game time decision. Josh Richardson is going to be playing tomorrow for the Pelicans. The Pelicans get somebody that's on the second leg of a back that'll be on the first leg of their back-to-back today. I forgot who it was. Kevin Love is questionable tomorrow with a rib injury. Monte Morris is listed out for today. That also hurts their offense. Hamidou Diallo is to miss the rest of the season. That lets you know that they tanking. They done. He out 3 to 4 weeks. Now you have only Alex Burke off the bench. That's crazy. Anthony Simons is ruled out tomorrow, which lets me know that he's probably close to a return. Nurkic upgraded to questionable tomorrow. He hasn't played in probably about a week and a half. Peyton Pritchard took a hard fall yesterday on the potential game winner in Cleveland. He's listed as questionable tomorrow. Horford's going to be back tomorrow. Tatum will be back tomorrow. Gary Harris Jr. is also listed as out for today. Michael Porter Jr. illness listed as probable. He looked fine last night. Kevon Looney being listed as questionable kind of hurts the total in that game because I did want to take the under 243 between Golden State and OKC, but don't like it as much in that one. But it's 547, so let's get right back into it. So what I was saying before Twitter decided to break was that, looking at this Wizards team, I was giving my analysis around it, and I talked about the play that I already put in. I took the Wizards. I'm not sure what the spread is right now. It's probably still 3.5, maybe even 4. Would I still play it? Absolutely. A couple different things. So I talked about Detroit being on the second leg of a back-to-back. Washington, their offense hasn't been great, but their defense has been solid. They are solid. Both of these teams are solid defensively, which is why I couldn't talk anybody off the under. Detroit is 30th offensively post All-Star break, and I talked about the Pistons. This Pistons team is 0-6 straight up and against the spread without bogey this year, including the game last night. Now they're on the second leg of a back-to-back versus the 9th-rated offense in the NBA post All-Star break. So I like I didn't even make a banner for this one, but I'll add it. I did take the Wizards first quarter, first half. You look at this Pistons team, I think it's two ways to look at it. So the first way I looked at it was without Bogdanovich. The Pistons are losing the first quarter by an average of 9 points in 6 games without Bogdanovich. They just come out extremely slow. It happened again last night. I anticipate that it happens again, not because I believe in the Wizards offense, but I do believe in the Wizards offense in the first quarter. So Wizards typically start the game fast. We've been talking about this. I talked about it last week when they played the Toronto Raptors at home in the first game of that back-to-back, which I think was on Thursday. The Wizards, they're 9th rated offensively in the first quarter on the season, 15th post All-Star break. They're also a top 10 defense in the first quarter post All-Star break. And Detroit has a 93.5 defensive rating in the first quarter post All-Star break, which ranks dead last. Take into account that the Pistons on the second leg of a back-to-back and have so many players out. I feel like it should be a smash spot. I played the Wizards first quarter minus 3.5. I think I also got a 3 on another sports book as well. I played a 3 and a 3.5. Couldn't talk anybody off the 3.5. And also played the first half minus 5.5 because even with Bogdanovich in, I still think that, even with Bogdanovich out, if I'm just looking at the second half of the season, the Pistons pick it up in the second quarter, but they still struggle to score the ball in the second half, in the second quarter. So they're still losing the first half by an average of about 10 points. So I played the Wizards first quarter and Wizards first half, minus the 3.5, minus the 5.5 for first quarter, first half for the Wizards. So moving along to the next game, Philly and Minnesota is a game that I really don't want to touch. It's a lot of conflicting trends in that one. Philly did open as a 1-point favorite. Since then, it shifted all the way to 3 at some books in favor of Minnesota, who is the much more rested home team in this game. It's a non-conference game for Philly, but Philly's been on the roll. The defense hasn't been playing well recently, but they've been able to score the ball, score a lot of points. They're also giving up a lot of points as well. I think they're 3-0 to the over on their team total, on the opponent's team total, and for the full game, of course, as well in their last 3 games. So dating back to last Thursday, I think it was when they played the Dallas Mavericks in Dallas, that game went over. Then they went to Milwaukee, that game went over. And then they went to Indiana last night and scored 500 points. That game went over. So they're 3-0 to the over, maybe some regression back to the mean. The Timberwolves are one of the better defensive teams. But those are my thoughts on the those are my thoughts on the game. I think it goes I think it probably go. I don't know what to do with the game, honestly. So I'm not touching that one. Don't want to talk about it too long. I gave out the Bet US player of the day in the next game, Charlotte versus New York. I talked about this one early on the morning show as well. I think Jalen Brunson is still listed as questionable based on what I've seen throughout the day. Charlotte has looked like a shell of themselves, man. And it's kind of to be expected, especially when you're on the road. Are they better than, what they're playing at? I think so. But, even if they play better, are they close to being as good as the Knicks? I think not. So Brunson is listed as questionable. If Brunson's not in, I do think that we always have to look at Emmanuel Quickly points. Always, always, always in play if Brunson is not in. This dude just had his career high. He's probably due for some regression, but if he is in, If Brunson is out, then I think you got to look at quickly. The Hornets. This team is 0-3 straight up and against the spread since LaMelo got hurt. They're losing the first quarter by average of 8 points, losing the first half by average of 20 points. And they're losing the full game by 14 points. So I'm not, afraid to lay the 10 with the Knicks. I actually did lay the 10 with the Knicks. Am I frozen on YouTube? It looks like I am. Bro, what is going on around here? I can't get right, dog. Let me cancel that. All right, cool. Okay, so Brunson got ruled out. I'll be looking at quickly props. I still like Charlotte. I still like the Knicks. I played the Knicks in this game, first quarter, first half, and I played the full game at 10. The total, the spread is moving back down to 9. I played the 9. I didn't play the 10, just so you guys know. I did play the 9. 9.5 is what I played. I played the 9.5. So I took the Knicks first quarter minus 3.5. I played that first half minus 5.5, and I played the full game minus the 9. I think it's a smash spot for the Knicks, man. I talked about it a lot on the morning show. I also gave my analysis in the Bet US play today. So I'm not going to regurgitate all that information, but shout out to my guy, Zachariah. I don't see him in the chat right now, but this morning on the morning show, he talked about Mitchell Robinson double-double. I think that's a really, really solid look. I know it's continued to cash, and the odds have come down. I know when he was giving it out, it was like plus 380. Now it's down to like plus 110, I think. So couldn't talk anybody off Mitchell Robinson. I think he's a very, very solid look today. I'm going to switch something over real quick just because I feel like I got too much stuff open, which is why my computer going a little slow. Let me pull my notes up on my iPad real quick. This will be a little bit easier. All right, so that's the Knicks game. Moving along, like I said, I played the Knicks first quarter, first half, and full game. I played the trifecta spot for the Knicks, but the first half is the best play in my estimation, because just in case they come out slow, if Charlotte gonna have a chance in this one, I do feel like it'll probably be early, but I think the Knicks pick it up, and probably crush them in the throughout the rest of the game. But I did play the first quarter, first half, and full game, minus the 3.5, minus the 5.5, and minus the 9.5 for the Knicks. Next game I want to touch on really quickly is the Jazz and the Mavs, man. I talked about this one. Well, I didn't talk about it, but I gave a play out on Sunday. Looking at the Mavs, it's a couple different ways you can look at this game. One thing I've been noticing is that the Mavs they continue to score the ball. We know that their defense hasn't been really, really solid throughout the after the trade deadline when you pick up Kyrie. But what they have been able to do, they've been able to score the ball. On the opposite side, the Jazz have really slowed down with being able to score the ball. They had a couple games against the Spurs where they didn't even go over the total. And we were on those unders in those games about 2 weeks ago. Now the Jazz come in here. They do get Lauri Markkanen back today. He was having some back pain. But Clarkson got downgraded to questionable, and honestly, I just think the Jazz are tanking at this point. I don't think the Jazz want to win. And I talked about this on the morning show as well. The Jazz, they're just 2-3 straight up, 1-4 against the spread post All-Star break, with 2 of those wins actually coming against the Thunder and against the Spurs. They'll get Lauri Markkanen back today, but they're only averaging 110 points post All-Star break. Where you look at this Mavs team, the Mavs are averaging 126 points post All-Star break. So if you like the Mavs, I hope you was able to get on them when the spread was at 6.5, which is what it opened at. Am I laying 6.5 with the Mavs? Absolutely not. Am I laying 9 with the Mavs? No, I'm not doing that either. But I do think that the first quarter and first half are absolutely in play in this spot. It's a fade of the Jazz defense and their offense in the first half, and it's a buy-on for the Mavs in the first quarter, first half. A couple things I looked at. So I looked at the Mavs so far this season when they're playing on the first leg of a back-to-back, because they do play in New Orleans against the Pelicans tomorrow. They're winning the first quarter by about 6 points, winning the second quarter by about 2 points. So it's about an 8-point margin in the first half, which is good for this as well. You just look at Dallas. This is the 6th straight home game for them. They're also still battling for playoff contention, coming off the tough loss against the Phoenix Suns on Sunday. Should be a motivational spot, and we know Luka typically plays the whole first quarter. Mavs are winning the first quarter by average of 3 points post All-Star break. Jazz are losing the first quarter by average of 6 points post All-Star break. Jazz are 0-5 against the spread in their last 5 road games. Dallas has a 123 first quarter rating offensive rating post All-Star break, which ranks 5th, whereas the Jazz, that's the Mavs. The Jazz have a 99.2 first quarter rating, which ranks 27th. So all of those things combined, give me the Mavs first quarter. I took a -3. I also took a -2.5, and I played the first half -5 as well. Not sure. The Jazz have a really solid offensive rating in the second half, but typically they fade in the beginning of the game. So I know it's a revenge game for Utah. When the last time that these two teams played each other was the first game that Kyrie had got traded. Kyrie didn't suit up in that game, and Dallas was extremely shorthanded. And the Jazz kind of, they talked about it, in the post-game interview. They said they came out flat, thinking that it was going to be easy. I don't think that happens today. As far as the Mavs feeling the same type way. So Lauri Markkanen is there, but that Jazz team struggles offensively. One of the reasons why I faded them in the last one of the reasons why I faded them on Sunday when I took OKC plus the 1.5 in the first quarter and minus the 1.5 in the first quarter, minus the 3.5 in the first half. So I like that look a lot. I played the Mavs first quarter, first half, stayed away from the full game. I do expect the Mavs to jump out on this team early and dominate the first quarter, first half. The Nets and the Rockets game is next. It's conflicting things in this game too. So the Nets, they've been big dogs post All-Star game in most of their games, but the teams, there's only been one team that they played, that where they were actually favorite post All-Star game, and it actually came in their last game against the Charlotte Hornets, where they smacked Charlotte up at home. Now they go back on the road, and the question is, can they do it again against a Rockets team that struggles to score? But the Rockets did score 142 points in their last game. They beat the Spurs 142-110 at home. Pretty much full squad. They got Sengun, they got KPJ, they got Jalen Green. So one thing I looked at was the Rockets after they score 130 points or more. The Rockets have scored 130 points or more 4 times this season. They're 4-0. They're 0-4 straight up, 1-3 against the spread in their following games, only averaging about 109 points per game. So to me, that says that this game goes under. And I just feel like I know the one way that you can beat the Rocket, the one way that you can beat the Brooklyn Nets is if you can shoot the three. Brooklyn is the one of the bottom 5 defenses in the league right now, post All-Star break, at defending the 3-point line. But the Rockets are too, right? So Cam Johnson, Mikal Bridges, Spencer Dinwiddie, these guys should have a field day today. So in this game, I'm taking the better team. And I feel like they cover the spread as well, but I didn't play it. So if I'm playing this game, I'm only playing the Nets. I just feel like they're a much better defensive team, and they can score more than the Rockets can as well, when it really comes down to it. So I think the Nets understand, the teams that they absolutely need to beat if they're going to stay in playoff contention, because teams are, starting to catch up with them because they've been on this lull a little bit, post All-Star break after the trades happened with KD and Kyrie. So those are my thoughts on the game. Did I play it? No, I didn't. Couldn't talk anybody off the under though. I do feel like it's an under type game in that spot. And I think Brooklyn got enough defense to be able to lock down those guys on the other side. I think Sengun probably has the best matchup though. Sengun definitely has the best matchup because we know that the Nets typically give it up in the paint. So that's the way I'm looking. But I didn't play it. Don't let me talk you off of none of your plays on that game because I didn't play anything. Next game is the Warriors and the Thunder. I kind of touched on this one just a tad bit. I want the under 243 and a half. But I can't quite get there yet. I want to see what happens with the injury report because I do want Looney to be in if I take the under. Couple things on this game. So you got 2 teams that's fighting for playoff contention. Warriors are a top 5 defensive team post All-Star break, including 7 straight unders for them. 6 of those came at home. Hold on. Yeah, 6 of those came at home, I think. No. 5 of them came at home, I think. I think they had 5 games at home. They played the Lakers post All-Star game. In the first game, they lost, and that game went under. Then the second game, then the next 5 games they played at home, those games all went under. And then they went to LA again and lost that game. So 7 straight unders for this Warriors team. The defense has kind of picked it up just a tad bit. You also look at OKC in this spot. First leg of a back-to-back. They play in Phoenix tomorrow. You know, early look. I'm looking at Phoenix team total over tomorrow, just FYI. OKC has played, I think, in 8 back-to-backs, and they've allowed the opposing team to go over their team total when they're on the second leg of a back-to-back 6 times out of 8 times. So I am looking at Phoenix team total over tomorrow, just to kind of give you guys a heads up, because I already started looking at the card for tomorrow. But like I said, OKC on the first leg of a back-to-back post All-Star break, teams playing on the first leg of a back-to-back with a total of 234 higher. I think it's in conference games are 5-0 to the under. Like I said, OKC plays Phoenix tomorrow. Then a league-wide trend set tells me that totals of 240 points or more post All-Star break are 8-2 to the under, including the 2 overtime games and 8 in a row as well. So a lot of games going under post All-Star break with a total of 240. Yeah, a lot of games going under is what I wanted to share with you guys. Feel like I might be missing something in that trend. Maybe it's conference games, but either way, totals over 240 are going under. Is what I wanted to share with you guys. And then the last game I really got anything on, and I don't know if I missed the game or not, but Lakers and Memphis. My Lakers against the Memphis Grizzlies tonight in LA. D'Angelo, we don't have official word on yet. Upgraded to questionable. Dylan Brooks will be back after the 1-game suspension for the Memphis Grizzlies. Of course, they'll still be without Steven Adams, Ja Morant. Memphis is not in the spot where I want to back them. I know that they play well. I don't know if anybody watched that game, but they scored 51 points in the third quarter against the Clippers on Sunday night, and then they just couldn't score in the fourth quarter at all. And they let the Clippers come back and win that game. Memphis is a team that you would typically want to fade on the road, and we talked about it. So they are just 4-6 straight up, 3-7 against the spread without Ja Morant. But in 5 road games without Ja Morant, they're 0-5 straight up, 1-4 against the spread, losing by average of 23 points. So this is a road that you typically want to fade the Memphis Grizzlies in. The Memphis Grizzlies are also 0-11 straight up and just 2-9 against the spread as road dogs, including 0-6 straight up and 2-4 against the spread in conference games as road dogs as well. I know that the spread's been kind of fluctuating, going back and forth. I'm not even sure what the best number is right now, but I haven't played the Lakers yet. I am going to. I'm gonna play the Lakers, but I feel like every time I play them, they lose, so I don't want to jinx us. But I am gonna play the Lakers. I feel like it's a game that they need to win. The Lakers do have back-to-back wins as home favorites in conference games, and it's another desperation spot where they need every single game. AD talked about it in the post-game interview on Sunday after the win against the Warriors. So I think I just feel like we got to win this game, man. We got to win this game today. The Lakers are a dog right now. The spread looks like it's up to Memphis -2, which honestly, it makes it even better for me. I also talked about the total this morning. It opened at 226. I talked about taking the under. The under is down to 224 on some books. A 225 out there too if you guys still want it. I do think that this game goes under. The Lakers have been a crazy under team post All-Star break. And we know Memphis only averages about 106 points on the road, especially when they're a dog. So this team does not play well. I know that, Tyus Jones is a really good backup point guard. He probably could start for a lot of teams. But overall, I don't think that they have enough to be able to score. Also, you get Dylan Brooks back, who's going to muck the game up. That helps towards the under as well. So Lakers plus the points in this one, which is somehow I will end up making an official play, and I'm taking the under. You still can get it at 225 if you want it, but 225 is available. I played 225. I'll probably play it down to 223 and a half because 224 is out there right now. So 205 people watching right now on YouTube. How many likes do I have? Probably like 7. Y'all hit the like button for me, man, if y'all don't mind. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and tapping in with me. Those are my thoughts on the game. If you guys got plays that you want to share, send me a request on Twitter, and I'll get up as many people as I possibly can in probably about the next 24 minutes. At 6:30, I'm jumping off though, going to grab some dinner and watching the games. So send me a request in the YouTube comments section. Y'all going crazy. The channel is growing so much, and I appreciate y'all for this. The channel's growing so much that I can't go back and look at all the comments. I used to go back and look at all the comments, but since I do a solo show, I can't like give you guys my analysis and be back and forth. The show would take forever. So I try to keep my analysis between 15 to 30 minutes and then just leave the rest of the time for everybody else to kind of chime in. A lot of great props out there. I didn't play any props at all, but it's a lot to like on the card today, man. If people got props that they want to play, send me a request and you can share them. I'm gonna come to my guy Canadian Cam real quick. Don't look like a lot of plays actually being dropped on Twitter right now. Let me see if y'all Timberwolves to the moon. Joel Embiid 8 assists with James Harden out. So James Harden didn't get ruled out, did he? I don't think Harden got ruled out. I thought he got downgraded to questionable. Hey Cam, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Yo, what's good, man? I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good, bro. You see anything about Harden getting ruled out? I'm about to look it up right now.
I haven't. I've been following Underdog fairly closely.
Okay, yeah, okay. I just checked him. He not out. He just downgraded to questionable. I guess somebody might have been saying, "Do I like it if he's ruled out?" I actually don't like it. I don't like Embiid assist today because they got Gobert, so I don't think that they're gonna double him. Which typically, Embiid gets his assist when he gets double teamed. I'll probably look at Maxey in that spot. Let's see. Before I come to you, Cam, let me see what else we got. Fremont said, "What up, bro? We need that Laker hat for the Laker energy." Nah, we definitely need the Laker hat, bro. I put the Laker hat on. I had it on this morning, so I put it back on. Let's see what else y'all on. 222.5 under for the Wizards in Detroit game. I don't like the number as much right now, Brian, but I could only bet the under. I think the pivot might actually be the Detroit team total to go under. I think it was 106.5. And they've been kind of like barely hovering to that number. The Wizards play extremely slow pace. So especially if Kuzma is out, I feel like the pace is going to be even slower. So I might I wouldn't do nothing crazy with it. I'll put a half unit on the under maybe at 222.5. But this morning, 7 a.m., I said I like the under 229. So I'm not taking it 6.5 points less than that. And that's just one of my rules. I'm not taking a line 6.5 points because I'm capping these games so early that if I get the butt end of the number, I feel like an idiot. So, I'm not doing that. Draymond rebounds and assists seems to be everyone seems to have everyone on it. I'm scared to take it. I like Draymond rebounds and assists, especially if Looney gets ruled out. I think it's a solid look for today in a fast-paced game. OKC is going to push the pace. We know that they like to play extremely fast. Golden State got Steph back. Poole going to be out there. He should be able to get there. Another thing about OKC is they still giving up points left and right. The Jazz scored 119 the other day without Clarkson. Well, with Clarkson, but without Lauri Markkanen, which is a crazy number to score. So I do like Draymond. I like Draymond rebounds plus assists. Not anything that I played official, but I'm actually going to write that down. Because I feel like I do want to kind of play like at least one prop today. I just don't got anything yet. Draymond rebounds plus assists. Let's see. Brunson out. Tyus Jones, points plus assists, 23.5. That's going to be a popular play today because he played so well in the last game. I couldn't talk anybody off of it. I'm not taking anything against my Lakers today, though. Anything against my Lakers. I need everything to be Laker to be for the Lakers. I can't, be the last minute and it's a tie game and I'm rooting for Tyus Jones to score. Nah, because he on the hook. Nah, I hate being in that situation. So I'm not taking that game. Let's see, Dallas first quarter. Yeah, I'm on that, Sharon. I'm on Dallas first quarter. Matter of fact, I'm going to post all my plays at the bottom on the ticker so you guys can see them. Kyrie averaging 12.5 potential assists in his last 5 games. Like that, Coop. I like that. I like that a lot. Let's see. Are the Jazz better with Markkanen in? So the Jazz are better with Markkanen in. Of course, he's an all-star, but they still struggle out the gate, which is why I didn't care if Markkanen was in or not. Especially with Clarkson, being a true game time decision. So I already played it. I already played the Mavs first quarter and first half. I get money. Let's see. What else? Markel say he's telling the Suns team total over for tomorrow. Yeah, I expect that spread to go up too. I think it opened at 9.5. If you can get the spread early on your book, I think it's 9.5 in favor of the Suns. The Suns should win that game tomorrow by 15, 20 points tomorrow. But I didn't play that yet. Sharon says Phoenix first quarter tomorrow gonna be the top spot. What else? I think that's it for the most part. Yeah, y'all hit the like button for me, man, if you guys can. Show me just a tad bit of appreciation. I ain't asking y'all for no money. Get my money from the books, but if y'all can hit the like button for me, just to um, show some love, is appreciated. Adam said Claxton over 2.5 blocks last five versus the West. He has 3, 4, 3, 5, and 3, 4, 3, 4, 5. And the Rockets allowed the most blocks to centers in the NBA. That's a sharp look, Adam. Claxton been killing it too. My guy LJ always on Claxton blocks. Claxton blocks. Okay, I'm gonna write that one down too. Anthony Edwards over 4.5 assists. Nah, I'm not on it. I think that game goes under probably, so I'm not gonna touch anybody assists to go over in that spot. Wiseman 7.5 boards. I can see it. Mitchell Robinson double double is plus 120. I do like Mitchell Robinson double double. I talked about it a little bit earlier. Shout out to Zachariah. That's not my play. And shout out to my guy Stefan as well. I see him requested up. So let me stop talking, man. I'm trying to go through these, but I appreciate you guys for tapping in with me. Let me get the Cam real quick. What up, Cam?
Yo, what's good? What's good? Give me 1 second. I lost my tab.
No, do your thing. I'm gonna come to Stefan real quick and come back to you, Cam.
Yeah, but one thing I wanted to say to co-sign fully when you're like, well, I don't want to tell people what to do with their units. That's the best advice you can give anybody right now is to attack these bad teams. They've been cashing everybody out if you've been smart about it. So, for instance, my first play, which I mean, I can't even really give it out because I got it last night, and it was I posted it last night, was Wizards -6. That's what the line opened up at. That's happening a lot right now around the NBA where some of these lines aren't making sense. You do have to be careful, though, because moving forward, like I got burnt on taking Milwaukee first quarter, and maybe I didn't get burnt. Maybe they pull it off, but I took the first quarter when it was like -3.5, and now it's like 1 point, right? So that's just kind of like more insight. I can't really give that play out because it's gone, but I got fully tailed the first quarter. Pistons are the worst first quarter team in the league. That's a fact. The numbers just say they are. And then getting into my actual official plays, I'm on the Knicks first half, -6.5. I mean, you spoke about it enough, so I don't need to get into it. I was also on that play, and I was going back and forth, and I saw your analysis, so I was like, you know what, that's something I want to take. Kevin Porter Jr. assists plus rebounds, over 9.5. He's hit that basically the last 2 games since his minutes have been ramped up. I think a point that was made that's a really key one where I was thinking about why am I going to go with points plus rebounds, because I think this is a good spot for him to get a lot of rebounds, net shoot a lot of threes, long shots, long rebounds. He's a good rebounder, and he went off for like 13 assists the other night. So it's a line that he can get very close to with either rebounds or assists, and they're ramping his minutes up a bit more because the guy had a long rest. So I really like that as a prop. I am also sorry, man. I'm still trying to pull up my slip here because it logged me out. You know, you wait till it logs you out.
That's all good. Take your time.
My bad. It's taking 2 seconds.
Real quick. Michael said in the chat, he said, "Hey Chris, might go out on a limb and bet Knicks -15. F it, they hot and hate the Knicks, but they hooping." So yeah, let's get Stephen comments on that in a second.
And then my next one, my last official is going to be Beal over 24.5. That's what I bet. I mean, if you've been listening to the show or if you've been watching what's going on against Detroit, if you have a high scoring guard against Detroit, take their over. Especially if it's under 30 points. Beal might go off for 30 tonight. It might be a blow, but I think over 24.5, I felt really good about it. -115 odds. Because Detroit just can't guard guards. And see who they're putting out there. I mean, the only word we have is if it just gets way out of hand, and they just decide to rest Beal. But I think he can still get to that by like the third quarter, and then they can let him rest. So that's another prop I really like tonight. And what I'm going to do is I'll post some plays later because I want to see how some of these earlier plays do. I kind of have a threshold of money I'm willing to lose, and if I do well, there's a lot of plays I like later as well. I am on Dallas, but I think I'm going to be looking at some performance doubles because you can't trust Dallas with spreads, especially full game. So I like to look around the first half, first quarter. But if Walker Kessler gets ruled out, I'm going to probably be all over Luka Doncic's 35 points and a win because there's nobody to stop Luka in the paint, right? Once Walker Kessler's out, he's just going to feast. So that's a lean at the moment. I'll make it official later, depending on how my plays go. And then my other lean is I just Brooklyn -6.5 just feels like it needs to be taken. It's one of those lines where I'm like, Brooklyn can't not make the playoffs. They got to be as high seed as they possibly can. They don't have their pick. Houston doesn't care about winning right now. They don't care about winning. So it's like these are the teams that you really want to attack, the teams that are in the full tank mode. So that's another team I'll probably attack later on. So that's my leads. So anyway, my bad. My officials were Beal over 24.5, Kevin Porter Jr., 9 rebounds and assists, 9.5 rebounds and assists. Wizards full game. I got that at -6. And then New York Knicks first half.
Like the looks a lot, Cam. I hope you cash them, bro.
The best first half team in the league, by the way.
Oh yeah, I mean,
you said everybody else. So what's that about? They are the number 1 first half team in the league.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. You know. I talked about it earlier. Like I said, I didn't want to regurgitate it all, but I gave out the numbers for effective field goal percentage, offensive rating, defensive rating. Pretty much every statistical category. So as long as they don't come out here, sleepwalking through the first half, we should get some money, Cam. We definitely should. Best of luck to you, bro. I appreciate you sharing the looks.
Respect.
Let me kick it to Dream, and then Stem, I'm coming to you. What up, Dream?
What's the vibes, man? How you?
I'm good, Dream. Hey, Dream, I got a question for you. But I'm gonna let you go through first. Just remind me when you get done that I got a question for you. I'm gonna let you go first, though.
Go ahead. You go first.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right. So look. So Cam was just talking, and what I did, I just wrote it down. I'm like, this. It seemed like a blunt money bet to me, Dream. You coined the phrase. So it all go to you, Dream. What you feel about? How you feel about? So just walk with me real quick. So if Kuzma gets ruled out, right? He's a game time decision right now. Monte Morris has already been ruled out. Dame had a triple-double last night. Do we at least put something on Bill double-double tonight?
Oh my God. I mean, yeah, you put something on Bill. I think, first of all, if Kuzma play, like, basically, this, yes. To answer your question, yes. I love your look on the Detroit smack spot, like trifecta. I love it. Only thing that worries me is this is the type of game where dudes are gonna try to get their numbers. And if you looked at the end of the game last night with Portland, Dame was clearly trying to get 50 or 40 or something. I mean, he got back in that game. They were up 10. And he proceeded to go like 2 of 10, 3 of 10. And I mean, the shots he was taking were crazy. Like he was taking reverse, triple pump layups. He was trying to score. He wasn't looking for the open man. He made a couple passes, but it was crazy. So yeah, Bill double-double, Bill triple-double. If Kuzma played, godly. I mean, yeah, Kuzma to go for 40, Kuzma triple-double, even Bill to go for 40 tonight. Like this is one of them games because, as you alluded to, and I love betting Detroit. This is like maybe the most shorthanded any team has been this year as far as their offensive firepower. It's crazy. Like, yeah, Bagley is probably their best offensive player, and Ivy could go crazy. But I mean, Ivy and Bagley could also each have 3 fouls in the first quarter.
Like,
right. They're so young. They're so inconsistent. It could be crazy. So, yeah, their defense is awful. Their rotations are awful. They got Buddy Boeheim, which is Jim Boeheim's son, probably going to play tonight. Who the hell is he going to go? So, yeah, you got the right. I mean, you want to sprinkle. I mean, you don't want to go crazy, but, yeah, sprinkle them guys that have career games tonight. I can't talk you off that.
Okay. I just want to make sure I won't crazy. That's all.
You want it. But, yeah, I got 3 plays, and I got 1 blunt money bet so far. Hopefully I go shit. Now I got a few more because I'm doing all those. But, yeah, first I'm going to take Golden State. So I came in the spaces like last month. It might have been actually last month to this day. I don't know. I got to look. I think it was February 6th because somebody just on my timeline was like, yeah, is the Warriors going to cover on the road? And I came here and I'm going to say the same thing I said then. I just got a feeling that the Warriors going to start this playoff push. They lost a tough game to the Lakers. They didn't play defense. I think they're going to, even though Louis may get ruled out, they are a better team. This team can still win the championship this year. So if you're going to give me 4 in a game that I think they're going to win and OKC is missing, who could be their best defender, Jalen Williams, I'm going to take that. And so I took the -4 with Golden State. I won't be surprised if they win by double digits. It's the same thing. And matter of fact, the spread was 3.5, and they ended up winning that game by 30. and that was, I think, the 6th of February. So I'm on Golden State tonight. That under 244, all that just kept flashing in my head was all these numbers you be having about totals of 240, totals of 240. I'm like, man, this is crazy. 244, and it's not the Kings. Like, I know Golden State can score, and I know OKC like to push the pace, but I mean, goodness, OKC ain't the best 3-point shooting team. So,
that's a fact.
I mean, to get the 240, that's great. So it says when I say 244, I played it.
Okay.
So I don't have much analysis for y'all.
I mean, that is the analysis, Dream. That's it, bro.
Okay. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's just a crazy number. In my last play, I'm going to take Jalen Green under 21.5 points. I never play under on props, but I don't see him getting more than 30 minutes this game. I think this could potentially be a smack spot for Brooklyn, even though Brooklyn is kind of fool's gold. That win against Boston was cute and all, but they was down like 20 in the first half.
24. Yep.
Yeah. So, but I just look at these wings, man. You got so many very good to great wing defenders, and Kevin Porter Jr. should have the weakest matchup. He should have Dinwiddie on him because he's going to be playing the point guard. So Jalen Green, yeah, he's going to take 20 shots. I don't think he's going to make half of them. I don't think he's going to get fouled. I don't think he's going to the line. I think Mikal Bridges or Cam Johnson, whoever he gets, or Dorian Finney-Smith Jr. off the bench, I think they're going to have him in jail tonight. And he's the type of guy who is going to take crazy shots. And if he's not hitting them, I could see a 3 for 14 night. So I took the under 21.5. Plus Kevin Porter Jr., he's just coming back. He the type that, if you struggling, he don't got no problem taking 30 shots. He don't got no problem picking up the slack. I'm telling you. And he just got back. He ain't really had a chance to get his feet under him. So I'm on that under for those reasons. And the only blunt money bet that I have so far is I'm going to play Julius Randle 8 assists at plus 550 and then to get a triple-double at plus 2,200. It's the same thing. Charlotte is a bad team. These are games, where I worry about teams taking it serious because they feel like they can get their numbers. They feel like they can get their numbers. But the thing is, the teams they're going against are tanking. So, that's the good thing about Houston. Going against Houston, if you want to take Brooklyn, is Houston is taking. It's clear. Same thing with Charlotte. They're going to be tanking. That's clear. And Utah, too. I think Utah want to start losing a bunch of games. They're trying to get about that playoff race. So I can see Randall getting he had 21, 8, and 8 a few games ago, I should say. Charlotte gives up the most assists to his position. So hey, I can see it. You got Quickly out there, who could be coming off some dribble handoffs, so he can just be getting some kickouts. And I can see if Randall get 3 or 4 assists in the first quarter, him hunting that triple double. So those are the 2 sprinkles I'm on. And shout out to Canadian Cam for those Van Fleet assists.
Cash so quick last night, Ray Dream. Oh my God, dog.
Yeah, and I took him as a personal play, and I laddered him, but I wanted to ladder him, but I didn't because I had a round robin out there that I had put a little more on than I normally put on blunt money bets, and that ended up cashing for me. But man, I was just looking like, damn, he called that right. So shout out to Canadian Cam for that. Yeah,
that's a fact. Shout out to Cam for that because I was watching Fred VanVleet. He looked like, oh, SGA just got ruled out. If you want the Warriors, you better go quick. If you want the Warriors, you probably got 20 seconds on an off-brand book. FanDuel probably got it shut down. I don't even want it, man. I don't even want it. It's like I'm just kidding. I'm putting it in right now. I'm just kidding.
I was legit about to put it in. I was loading it up and they locked it. I was listening to Dream and I was putting it in. Goddamn.
Yeah. If you want them, you better go get them. I know it's some slow sports books out there. I hope y'all on y'all fingers, man. Hope y'all on y'all fingers. I ain't even gonna mess with it, but I'll keep going. I don't want to add no more anyway. But Golden State should definitely cover that 4 now. Smack those guys up. They do play the second leg of a back-to-back tomorrow. And I think this is a clear indication. Maybe the Thunder are tanking now. I know that they were already talking about monitoring SGA minutes, but maybe they'll play him tomorrow against the Suns. And if they play him against the Suns tomorrow, I like the Suns team total to go over a lot more than I did at first. So those are my thoughts there. Appreciate Dream. Dream got some good looks again tonight, man. I always say make sure you give Dream a follow, but give Cam a follow too, man. All the guys that come up here and drop this sharp analysis all the time. Stefan, I want to come to you next. And then Stem, I'm coming to you, and then LJ, I'm coming to you. What up, Stephen?
Hey, what's going on?
How you doing, bro?
Hey, fantastic. That Celtics game the other night was everything freaking nailed on that one. Man, with the Brunson thing just happening late, obviously I'm gonna go to the greatest player in the NBA right now, Emmanuel quickly, and I got to go to the 10.5 for rebounds and assists. I agree with the previous guy. I think it could be a Randall triple-double night. Obviously, the Hornets are god-awful, and this could be a blowout, and no one's playing it on fourth. But I got to keep riding with my guy, Emmanuel quickly. You know, this is like my white whale, is that Emmanuel quickly triple-double. I tweet about it every time Brunson doesn't play. So I took the 10.5 rebounds plus assists. I think I love that play. And I kind of did like a little ladder where I did his 6x6, his 8x8, and his triple-double, which is built out on FanDuel. I think it's like 6,700. Because I looked at last game, Dinwiddie did 8 versus 8 against the Hornets. And it's just one of those games where it's just like the interior is going to be wide open. Those rebounds, quickly loves to go for those rebounds, the assists. Also, Julius Randle, his threes, I love his threes, even though you don't get a lot of value. But if you look at his three-point attempts, when Brunson's not in there, Brunson to me is kind of like the dad of the team. Like, we run the sets the right way. But when he's not in there, it's like the pace goes quicker. Randle's taking 12 threes a game when he's not in there. And I also quickly takes a ton of threes too. So I also did quickly 4x4 with Randle in threes and 5x5 on the threes. And my long shot was tonight is Randle 5 threes, quickly 4 threes, and PJ Washington 3 threes. I want to say that's like plus 1,200. So I don't want to have too many plays because this could be a blowout. And I'm always afraid whenever I have a really good night about the next game. But it just feels like this is going to be a fast-paced game. There's going to be a lot of threes. There's going to be a lot of bricks. There's going to be a lot of assists. There's going to be a lot of rebounds.
Okay. Hold on 1 second. I think I read that wrong. I think I said SGA was out. SGA not out. I think SGA is. Oh, he's gonna play today. Appreciate you. That's gambling, baby. So I read it wrong. SGA will play today. He's ruled out tomorrow. Okay, so I wanted to make sure I provided that update to you guys. But yeah, what were your plays one more time, Stephen?
My favorite one today is quickly 10.5 rebounds plus assists. I think him or Randle are gonna. I don't know if they'll get the triple double, but I think they're gonna threaten for it. So I did his 6x6 on rebounds and assists, his 8x8, all the way up to the triple double, and also the threes with quickly and Randle because they're gonna take each 10, 11 tonight against this crap Hornets team.
Quickly threes and Randle threes. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I like him, Stephen. Appreciate you, bro. Hope you cash him.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
All right, cool. Let me go to who was next. Stem was next, and then LJ, I'm coming to you.
Hey, what's good, Chris? How are you?
I'm good, my guy. How you doing, man?
Doing well. But nothing too crazy tonight. We're looking to cash nothing insane. So I had 2 plays for tonight. Starting with Chris Middleton, taking his base rebounds. So we're taking 4.5 here on DraftKings though, and we're gonna pair it with Markelle Fultz. 2 assists. He's cleared this in every game this season. I'm using him again for the second play. I'll go over here now. So that's minus 120. That'll give you the best value you can get at 4.5. But bouncing off that, so we're taking Chris Middleton 10 rebounds and Fultz 2 assists at plus 1,500 with the DraftKings same game parlay. They're a little choppy there recently, allowing for some better value. So the best price you can get around basically every book is around plus 800. I've been seeing plus 850 for 10 boards for Chris. But using the DraftKings same game parlay future, you're going to get to plus 1,500, and Fultz is cleared 2 assists in every game. So something I'm confident as a filler spot there. But bouncing off that, second play is Tari Eason over 10.5 points. Tari has seen a consistent bump in his minutes and usage in his last 5 games. He has 29 minutes in his last 5 and averaged 15.8 points per game, 15 plus in 4 of the last 5. So bouncing off that, he has cleared 10.5 in 11 of 12 games this season with 24 plus minutes. So we're taking the 10.5 points on DraftKings at minus 135. But then using the DraftKings same game parlay feature again, we're going to take Eason 15 plus and Porter Jr. 2 plus assists, which he's also cleared every game this season. And that comes out to plus 320. It's the best value on the market for Eason 15 plus. So those are my 2 plays for tonight. We're looking to cash.
Stem, what was the last leg of the last one? Real quick, one more time. Easton 15 points, and who else was it?
Porter Jr. 2+ assists. He's cleared that in every game this season.
2+ assists. Got it. Okay. You said the odds were +3.
+320.
+320. Okay. I couldn't remember if you said 320 or 350. Okay. I like him, Stem. I like him. It should be. I mean, that the one thing about Brooklyn. Somebody said, "Can you talk to me off the line?" Like the one thing about Brooklyn is they have been struggling defensively, but they haven't really struggled defensively when they are rested. And they are a favorite. It's only happened one game, and that was the game against Charlotte. What do you guys think? If Charlotte played against Houston right now, who winning? I don't know, but I think Brooklyn should be able to beat both of them by at least 6, 7, 8, 9 points. So those are my thoughts on that game. Appreciate you, Stem. Hope you cash them, and appreciate you sharing the looks, bro. LJ, you are up next, my guy. What's going on?
What's going on, Chris? How you doing, my brother?
I'm good, man. I'm good. How are you?
Man, I'm straight. I'm down here downtown waiting to go into this Rockets and Knicks game. You know how I do.
Okay. Okay.
We going to start right there. Rockets +3 first half, my friend. 19-11 in the 1 ATS first half at home. We got KPJ and Jalen Green back in the backcourt. And I disagree with the caller a couple of calls before. He said Jalen Green is going to go under 21.5 points. Sorry, buddy. Jalen Green is going for 30 tonight now.
Ooh, okay.
But I'm not saying the Rockets go win the full game. I'm just taking them in the first half, +3, because that's where they play well, is at home in the first half. So that's one of my plays. And I'm jumping on all the props with the Nets. We starting off with steals. Cam Johnson, over 2.5 steals. Rockets give up the most steals at home in the NBA. Then we jumping on Dinwiddie. 8+ assists. He's had 5 straight 8+ assists in 5 straight games. Of course, we taking Bridges points and rebounds. He's had 30+, 8+ rebounds in his last 2 games. And last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, everybody knows me. You know me, Chris. We are back on Nicholas Claxton blocks over 2.5, my friend. He's averaging 3-4 out of his last 5 games, and the Rockets give up the most blocks at home in the NBA. So, all of them are going to eat, but the Rockets will cover that first half. Sure.
Okay.
Let's move on to these Knicks and the Hornets, man.
Okay.
Knicks first half just smashed it. Hornets -20-point margin in the first half in their last 3 games.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they can't score at all. And we already know the Knicks are 25-8-1 ATS in the first half at home. So that's an easy cap. Knicks first half. And my Trill OG player today. I don't know if y'all saw it online. Follow me at LJ Sports Media. Dallas first half -4.5. Dallas is 14-7 at home versus the West. They're 17-4 straight up versus the West at home in the first half. 14-7 ATS in that streak. And the Jazz 2-10 in their last 12 games in the first half against the spread, and they have 21 losses on the road this season. So those are my 3 plays. I don't even have to go any further. But I got a bonus one for everybody that's listening. The top 3 players that's leading the league in blocks and over 2.5 is playing tonight. Jared Jackson Jr., Brooke Lopez, and Nicholas Claxton. If you parlay 2.5 for all 3 of them, it's going to give you some nice plus money. So y'all can thank me tomorrow when y'all cash that parlay. And if you want to get really spicy, put Anthony Davis on that parlay 2.5 blocks as well. So that's for my recommendation. I'm not saying take it. I'm taking it, though, because we cash it tonight, Chris. We got too many smash spots tonight not to benefit off of this NBA. So let's get it, my friend.
Let's go, LJ. Enjoy the game tonight, my guy.
Hey, I'm good, bro. Let's cash.
Absolutely. Best of luck to you, bro. Appreciate you sharing the looks. Mook, I feel like might be the first time, but I feel like it might be the first time. Mook, can you hear me? Maybe not. Might be in a bad area. You can drop down, Mook, and try to come back up, and I'll see if I can get you up. Finesse, can you hear me?
Yo.
What up, bro?
What up? I don't know how I'm gonna follow that energy, bro.
Of course you can, Finesse.
It's a hard act to follow.
Hope everything is good.
Yeah, everything's straight, bro. What's up with you? How you?
Chilling, bro. Another day. Feel like it's gonna be a weird day in the NBA. Obviously, a lot of injury news and a lot of guys out. But as always, we try to find our spots. So, what do I have? First play is like a mini ladder spot for me. He's been good to me and the rest of the crew that I rock with. Brook Lopez, over 1.5 threes. I took this super early in the morning, so I have no idea what the odds are now. If it's not playable as a straight, throw it in a parlay. I like it just as much. I got it at minus 135 on points bet. 3+ threes in 3 straight games. He's shooting 63% from 3 in that span. So the volume is there. Efficiency has been there as of late. He's covered in 6 of his last 9 overall and 6 of his last 8 road games. And that's where I like to target him. He's been an absolute bucket on the road. Last 8 road games, attempting close to 5.5 threes, shooting 45% from 3. All numbers way up from his last, as opposed to his last 8 road games, where he's only taking about 4 per game and shooting only 32%. 5+ threes attempted in 4 of his last 5 games, and in 11 of his last 13 road games. 2+ threes in 9 straight games. 19 of his last 20 and 13 of his last 14 road games when attempting that volume, when attempted 5+ threes. I talk about this all the time. What I look for is consistency, which Lopez has given you, and volume. That's really all I'm looking for. Orlando has struggled to guard the 3, especially as of late over the last 5 games. They ranked 27th in opponent 3-pointers attempted, 29th in opponent 3-pointers made, and 20th in opponent 3-point percentage. They're also allowing the second most threes to the center position over the last 30 games, so we love that. Some recent performances from forwards and centers, especially guys that stretch the floor. Jeremy Grant went 3 of 8. Lopez just played them not too long ago, went 4 of 5. Even Giannis went 3 or 4 from 3, which is fucking mind-blowing. Miles Turner went 2 of 4. Isaiah Stewart went 2 of 5, and Siakam went 2 of 4, and that's just within the last week. So I love that. I just sprinkled his 3+ at plus 240 on FanDuel. Just a quarter unit there for me. So I love Brook tonight. Next one, we're on Draymond. So I took his rebounds and assists at 13.5 last game. He left in the first quarter, came back. He played normal minutes though, so I can't use that as an excuse. But he fell short. Guys were just missing shots. I expect that to positively regress in the right direction. Curry shaking the rust off. I expect his teammates just to hit more shots. Even better matchup as last game, going against the Thunder tonight. I'm expecting him once again to log more minutes than Looney, as he's done in the past versus OKC. OKC has been notoriously a small lineup over the last couple of years, so Draymond plays a lot more at the 5. OKC has just been bleeding production to power forwards and centers in terms of assists and rebounds. And I'm expecting his teammates to make more shots. So Draymond Green over 14.5 rebounds and assists. Best odds I found were minus 130 on points bet. And the last one, me and my boy MJC, who's in the chat right now, we just put out a collab for the day. Reggie Bullock 2+ threes and Dallas to win. Obviously, what seems to be a must-win spot for Dallas against a really beatable opponent. Walker Kessler's out. Clarkson might not play. He's questionable right now. If he doesn't, that's just an added bonus. He's hit this in 10 of 11 games with 8+ 3-point attempts in his last 3 games. So again, volume is going to be there. He's hit a 23 as last 25 games with that volume, with taking 5+ threes. He's hit an 11 as last 13 versus Utah, with 3+ threes at 8 of his last 10 versus Utah. Utah's allowing the 4th most threes to the power forward position, and he's had 3+ threes in 6 of his last 7 wins. So decent ladder spot for Bullock if you want to take 2+ and 3. Well, 2+ not playable if you want to take his regular line at 2.5. Love that as well. And Dallas is just in need of a win. So very beatable opponent at home. I expect them to get it done. It's almost a double-digit favorite. All we need them to do is win. So Reggie Bullock 2+ threes and Dallas to win. That's minus 120. Draymond over 14.5 rebounds and assists, and Brook Lopez over 1.5 made threes and 3+. Bro, I appreciate you.
Absolutely, that's a lot of great analysis, Finesse. I appreciate you sharing the looks, bro. Sound like some cash tonight for sure. A lot of Brook Lopez look. I don't know why. I mean, I guess because they got so many big men. They just really, like you said, Orlando. The way you attack them is typically, through the 3-point line. And I know it was Stem who gave out Chris Middleton rebounds. So I just read something from one of the beat reporters that said that it's going to be the first game he's starting. Since he returned. So definitely a lot more opportunity for him. They also, not on the second leg of a back-to-back. And they probably gonna still try to win this game too. They ain't not gonna take a game off. They still gonna try to win. So Middleton should be down there, getting some of those rebounds as well. Love the looks by Finesse as well though. It's 6:42. So let me try to get one more person up real quick. I'm gonna come to you, Jason. Let me see what you got. Hey, Jason, can you hear me? Probably anything I was gonna call on him. Can you hear me, Jason?
Yeah, hello?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
What's going on, man? How you doing?
Good. Just working right now. I'm on my break though. But I was just looking up the Sixers game, and I see that James Harden is not playing. So I was thinking about Tyrese Maxey.
He officially got rolled out.
I'm not seeing him in the lineup.
That's questionable still.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think he's still questionable. He got downgraded to questionable, but he hasn't been officially ruled out yet.
Okay. But I was seeing right now Tyrese Maxey 2 threes. It's at minus 410. Bump it up to 3. It's minus 125. I feel like if Harden is not playing tonight, if it's questionable, he might go, crazy with threes.
Okay. Yeah. I was looking at something about that earlier, Jason. It was like just the Toronto, the Minnesota Timberwolves 3-point defense. I feel like I don't have it in front of me right now, but I feel like their 3-point defense is pretty solid. But I'm not gonna talk you off your look, bro. If you play it, I hope you cash it.
Gotcha. Thank you, bro.
Nah, absolutely. Best of luck to you tonight. One more real quick. Let me see if I can get Keith up. So let's see. So yeah, let's see. So Philly shoots the most the third most non-corner 3-pointers in the league. They shoot the 9th most corner threes in the league, and they shoot it at a pretty good percentage as well. Minnesota's non-corner 3-point defense is actually one of the worst. They're 27th, so that's some support for what you were saying, Jason. But they tend to defend the other three, all the other threes pretty well. So, yeah, best of luck to you, bro. I'm not gonna talk you off your play. I hope you cash it. Keith, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Chris. What's going on?
What's up, my guy? How you doing, man?
Yo, I'm doing good. I just want to be real quick. Yo, this past weekend when the Raptors were playing the Wizards on that back-to-back homestand, man, you gave some sharp looks, and I was cashing some quarter margins on that second game of the back-to-back nothing. I took a risk, and I took that same method into other games. I just want to say I appreciate the analysis you give, bro. It's making me a better.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely, man. I just try to it's so much because I dive so deep into these games. I try to watch almost every single game too. That is, if I was to come on here and just talk about every single angle, it would y'all would just your ears probably would fall off. But I look at the games from a lot of different angles. I'm glad that you've been cashing on it, Keith, and hopefully the Wizards keep that same thing up tonight because if the trend continues, they'll smash the Pistons tonight in the first quarter in the first half. So I did take those. Real quick, I know I talked about this earlier. Bradley Beal. So I just checked. They do play tomorrow. So I tend to not like taking players on the first leg of a back-to-back because they got to save something for the next game. But they do play tomorrow. They play Washington goes back home. They got a road home back-to-back. They get the Atlanta Hawks coming into town tomorrow. And I know that they lost the last game. So maybe they're resting Kuzma tonight because they feel like they don't. Well, Kuzma's in. Matter of fact, I forgot to mention that. Kuzma is in. Of course, I don't like Bradley Beal as much now. James Harden just got ruled out. Just like breaking news, James Harden is ruled out right now. Tobias got ruled in. I'm not touching that game. I might watch it, but I won't touching that game anyway. So I could care less. I do think that that means a lot more for Maxey. Maxey probably will go off in this game now, but Timberwolves also play really good offense. So probably like the under more than anything else. Without James Harden, their offense could be a little stagnant. They don't have another dynamic playmaker and point guard like Harden. So probably look towards the under. Let's see, the total is dropping from 229 to 228.5. So yeah, 228 now. It probably continue to drop. Timberwolves are a top 7 defensive team, I think, in the NBA post All-Star break as well. Let's see. Let me see. I see Mook came back. Let me see if I can get Mook up real quick, and then we're gonna get up out of here, man. I gotta go eat. I'm starving.
Come on, if I share my play real quick. If you look on FanDuel, it's actually plus money.
Oh yeah. Go ahead, Keith. I didn't even know you had a play. My fault, bro.
You good, bro. If you look on FanDuel, it's plus money for Jordan Poole. Threes line is at 2.5. He had 5 last game with 12 assists when Steph didn't play. He returned to the 6-man role on primetime versus the Lakers. And if you watch that game, he had the green light. I'm looking for a bounce back game tonight with Jordan Poole.
Jordan Poole. Keith, I'm glad you mentioned Poole because I know Dream was talking about this earlier. PJ Tucker on track to play too, just for you guys, just so you guys know. So if you're watching on Twitter, if you're watching on YouTube, I just started this earlier this week or last week. I can't remember. People asking what my official bets of the day are. They're on the bottom of the screen. It says best bets for today. Dallas first quarter -2.5. Dallas first half -5. Lakers +2. Knicks first quarter spread. Knicks first half spread. Washington first quarter spread. Washington first half spread. So you don't have to ask, what the best bets of the day are. They always going to be strolling at the bottom after I go through my full breakdown for you guys who are watching on Twitter or watching on YouTube. But back to what you were just saying real quick, Keith. I know Dream talked about this, but one thing I forgot when I was capping that game, because I wasn't really looking to play a lot of size today. I do think that, the size that I'm going to play is going to be in the first half because I don't trust those teams defensively in the second half. But Golden State -4 feels right. For one, OKC plays on the second leg of a back-to-back tomorrow. So if they're going to save some, they're probably going to lose this game today. They're going to lose tomorrow too, but they're going to lose this game today. I don't like playing teams that play their first leg of a back-to-back. Golden State also probably going to be extremely motivated. Steph probably going to knock the rust off. And the key thing that I forgot to mention is that Hendricks got hurt last week and he's done for the season. But also Jalen Williams is also out. Like not the good Jalen Williams. I forgot which colleges they went to, but the one that's averaging like 15 points and like 5 and 5. That one with the dreads, he's actually out. That's a big loss. I feel like Golden State should be able to win this game to about 4 points, man. I low-key want to add Golden State -4. But I don't want to. Let's see. 1, Dallas first quarter, Dallas first half, Lakers full game, Knicks first quarter, Knicks first half, Wizards first quarter, Wizards first half. Yeah, that's 7 plays. I'm not adding no more plays. That's 7 plays. That's 7 plays. I'm done, bro. I'm not playing anymore. Maxi Kleber did just get ruled in, which is good for the Mavs defense. Hopefully that helps us in the first quarter, first half as well. For him to battle with Walker Kessler if Walker Kessler is ruled in as well. But those are the best looks, man. Those are my top looks. Like I said, I'm going to continue to attack these teams that are looking like they don't want to win and looking like it's 1, 2, 3 Cancun. I'm finding a way to attack these teams, man. I know, most of the time I know the trends, whether I want to fade them first quarter, first half, or full game. And the Wizards, definitely want to jump on Detroit early in this one. Like I said, Detroit's averaging 21 points in 6 games without Bogdanovich, and they got a roster today that is crazy. And Kessler got ruled out. Okay, Kato, I appreciate that. I don't even think I knew that. It's a lot going on in the NBA today. Boo Boo's brother said Golden State needs to win and stay ahead of everyone behind them in the playoffs positioning. That's a fact. And I think OKC is I want to add them so bad, man. Damn, I want to add the Warriors -4. Maybe I'll take a live line. Maybe I'll take a live line. That's it, man. That's it. It's a jam-packed show today. Finesse, what's go ahead, Finesse.
Yo, breaking news: JaVale McGee's out, bro. I thought you should. I just wanted to say I appreciate what you do, bro. I'm sure I speak for a lot of people. Appreciate what you do, daily grind. We always talk about it offline, but appreciate what you do to grind, and that was it, bro.
Nah, that's a fact, Finesse. I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate you showing the appreciation, my brother. Same for you too, though. I know Finesse got a Discord. He killing stuff. Jordan Clarkson just got ruled out. That means the Jazz ain't trying to win. That first half just got a lot better, man. I like it. I like it a lot. Mook, I'm gonna go ahead and kick it to you since you was waiting, and I think you connected now. What's up, Mook? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm good. What's going on?
How you doing, my guy?
I'm cool. I can't complain. Real quick, something I located. I don't know if anybody else seen it or spoke on it, but I just seen Kevin Porter, his last 2 games against the Nets, he had 25 and 30. I don't know how much weight that holds, but I think I'm gonna roll with that 25 tonight.
Okay, you taking him at his baseline too, Mook?
I think I'm gonna take all 3.
Okay. Little ladder spot?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, best of luck, bro. I hope you cash it. I didn't play that game, but to me, it just feels like a game where if Brooklyn wants to come in there and really lock them boys up, I feel like they can and they can cover the spread. But their defense, it's been poor against really good teams, but it was good against Charlotte. So we'll see how it goes, man. Best of luck to you, Mook. I hope you cash it, bro.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely. My guy, Josh. Josh, what's going on? You connected, man? How you doing, Josh?
Yeah, what's going on?
How are you, bro?
I'm well. I hope you are well too. I'm gonna be real quick because I know you're hungry and trying to eat. I'm targeting Josh Giddey tonight. His assist is 9 plus assists in 3 straight. Games of 8 and 6 against Golden State this year. Where's second most assists to shooting guards? You can do some same game parlays right now too with that. I took Giddey 8 plus and Stephen Curry 2 plus and 200 on DK, and then Giddey all the way to 10 and Stephen 2 at 600.
Hold on, Steph to get 2 assists? To go with Giddey to get 10?
Yeah, that'll get you plus 600. And then if you do Giddey 8 and Steph 2, that'll get you plus 200.
Damn, okay. Hey, I appreciate that, Josh. Appreciate you sharing a look, man. It should be an extremely fast-paced game. We know that the Warriors play pretty fast, which is one of the things that kind of, scare me off the total. OKC still going to continue to push the pace, whether they're, winning, losing, scoring, not scoring. So yeah, I think with that game, what I'm gonna do is I like to, I typically remember what these totals are: 243, 244 right now. If the total is high at halftime, I'll probably play the under, thinking that the defense will pick up in the second half between these two teams, especially with OKC on the second leg of a back-to-back. So if I'm playing the total, and it goes over in the first half, which it could, if it gets up to about 257, 260, I'll probably take a live under at halftime. But that's the show, man. I think, it's a lot of great analysis. Hopefully we smack the books up. I got 7 plays, man. I had 7 plays in a long time. So y'all cross y'all fingers for me, man. Hopefully, fading these tanking teams is beneficial. And I need my Lakers to come through tonight as well. I took them plus the 2. Since we've been on here, a lot of props to like, man. I hope you guys cash. Hope everybody has a productive night, successful, profitable night. I'll be back in the morning again. 7 a.m., cashed it with Chris every single morning. Well, Monday through Friday anyway. And Looney got ruled in. So that's another reason I like the under. Appreciate you in the chat for whoever just put that in. I'm not even gonna butcher your name, bro. But I appreciate you putting that in the chat, man. Best of luck to y'all tonight, man. Let's cash, man. Let's get some money tonight. Let's take the books, take them to bankruptcy. Not bankruptcy, because I'm trying to get some more tomorrow. But definitely let's cash tonight, man. Back tomorrow. Best of luck. Hit the like button for me. Share the show. Subscribe and check out the podcast as well. Good night, y'all. I'm out.